Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So let's start off by moving front and center of the chair and let the arms come down. And this is just a nice thing to do every day. Nice 3 good breaths. So we'll inhale and then exhale everything. Just wow. Up and in. And let go. And go one more. Breathe in through your nose and out of the mouth. And then we'll come back up again. We're going to bring this arm down and reach down, and then we'll do crescent pose. Bring this arm across and then reverse. Bring this arm down, crescent on this side. And then just bring both arms down, hands to the tops of the knees, step wider, and then lean this way and that. So this movement is almost primal. It's like being rocked like a baby. And I've said very many times, it's good for your nervous system because it takes us, it speaks to our early days, right, of being rocked, being held and rocked. Okay, and so now the next time we come to the right, we'll hang there and then crescent pose again, but now bring it over and come up. And then we're going to switch. Drape this arm, bring this arm, reach. And we'll do that again, switching. And switch. Now in the last one, do intentional breathing. So inhale, exhale as you switch, and then inhale and exhale. Bring that arm down. We're going to bring both arms out and reach out, reach, touch both sides of the room. Bring the elbows in, bring your fingers in, lift the shoulders up, engage, hold them up, and then with an exhale, go ha down. Inhale through the nose, bring them up, and exhale, go ha down. We'll go a third, up, and then down. Now bring the elbows around in a circle, moving the shoulders. Walk the feet back into just regular old mountain pose sitting. And then rewind, go the other way, moving big or small circles. Just get the movement you need. All right, now just bring your hands closer together, cross, and then give yourself a hug. So rock it side to side. And come back to the center, pause. Now move your hands to your elbows. Keep your torso straight, head straight. Just move the arms over and over. So feel that stretch. In your upper back. Side to side. Side to side. And just regular old breathing. You don't have to do a special breathing with this. Just breathe though. Don't forget to breathe. And then we'll come back to the center, pause, arms are down. Now bring them up. Excuse me, now bring them up shoulder height. Do the same, go side and side. So you're getting in a different area of the upper back. Side, side. Okay, now pause in the middle, pause. Now lift up a little bit higher. Now everybody's gonna be different. Your high can be different than my high. So maybe not this high, maybe you go back a little lower, but we're side to side. And it's hard to do this high and not move the body. Try to just do the arms. So, this is harder. We're gonna bring it to an end and back. And then just let go, release, come all the way down. Now reach down to the floor, reach. Bring your fingertips on your shoulders, lift them again. And then with an exhale, kind of press down. Come up, press down. Neck gets longer each time and press down. Yeah, now relax, relax the arms, hands go on the legs, let the chin drop, let your jaw get heavy, feel the back of the neck soften, and then move your head as if you're saying no. So just left and right. Breathe. And it might be a lot of snap, crackle, pop, crunch when you move your neck. As long as it doesn't hurt, that's normal. Yeah, and then bring it back to just center, let your head lift in a natural position. Then dip your right ear and dip your left ear. So you don't have to go fast. In fact, you can feel it better if you go slow. And try not to force it too much, but do put a little bit of effort into it. Imagine that ear dropping down to the shoulder, and you can notice probably which side is tighter when you do this. And that's just something to be aware of. That's the side that you probably need to have deeper stretches in, okay? And then come back to the center. Now you've noticed what side is tighter. So keep that in mind when we do this pose. We're gonna step out the left foot, bring this left arm up, and then come over. So if this side's tighter, drop that ear down, stretch. And then we're going to bring that arm back behind, turn your head away from that arm, so over to the left. Now draw down. Now move your head left and right. Okay, and we'll come back to just neutral, head turns, bring that arm back, take this arm over, hug it, slide it, and then just move that wrist. Now we'll put whipped cream and a cherry on top. Take this left hand, bring it to that same side shoulder, and massage into the shoulder or slide down the neck. Just whatever you need to do to get loosen in that area, in the shoulder, in the neck. All right, and then just release when you're ready. We'll step this foot in, step that foot out. And we're coming up with this arm. Drop your right ear, come over, stretch. Now bring that arm back, bring that hand behind you. Turn your head away from that back arm, that left arm. Dip down the chin. Now move your head left and right. It's really getting into all those little fibers, the fascia that covers your nerves. And then we'll release, bring that head back to neutral, release your arm, bring it across, hug and slide. Now bring this hand over to that side of the neck, massaging into the side, into the neck, the side of the neck, the shoulder. You can really press down if that feels good. And then we'll release everything down, both feet forward, bring the arms out. Now spread the fingers apart, interlace, push, and then another stretch for the neck and the upper body. Drop the chin. Now pull in your low ribs and your low belly as you press out. Draw back up with an inhale. And on the exhale, press out. Draw back up with an inhale, let the breath come in, and exhale, press that breath out. Then come back up, let the fingers go, move them. And then we'll take each finger, use your 2 fingers here, and come down. This is good for inflammation in the fingers, just sliding down each one. And stay on this hand, go back to that pinky, and then just manipulate each finger back and forth, side to side. We need our fingers, right? Yes, we do. We want them to be functional. Moving. And then we'll come to the other side. If I'm going too fast, just take your time and you can catch up in our next pause. So coming on down. Each one. I know maybe sometimes these little things feel like a waste of time, but they are not. They are not. Some big things happen when you massage into the joints. And then we'll manipulate each finger. And more we are using our fingers, especially with cell phones and typing on the computer, these little movements that are requiring our joints to do a lot. All right, so bring your hands together and then we're going to act like we're washing them, massaging. Now bring the 2 hands together and just like you're warming them up. Then we'll take the hands, bring them at the middle of your forehead, right here. And then fingertips slide across the forehead. And then meet the fingertips right here on either side of the low jaw. Come up the side of the jaw to the cheekbones. And these muscles get tight when we clench our teeth, when we're nervous. Then bring your fingertips to the temples. Do a circular motion. And then just release everything. So release everything, hands come down. Just pause for a moment. Feet on the floor, shoulders open slightly. Spine is long. I want you to bring the elbows in and from the center of your chest, come forward. So try not to lead with your chin, just hinge forward from the hips. So you're gonna come down to where you can maintain a straight back. And then rock back where the shoulders are over the hips. From here, we'll come back forward again, repeat. And now move your hands to your kneecaps. And then from the low belly, start lifting up and the low ribs and the shoulders round. Now start to extend the spine long, bring the hands up, hug the elbows in, draw the shoulder blades together in the back. Hinge right here at the hips, come forward, flat back, move your hands to your knees, and then start in that low belly, pulling in the low ribs, the chest, the shoulders. Now let go of the knees, take a breath in. Exhale, come forward fold. And then inhale, come back. Exhale, draw in that low belly. And then inhale, come back up again. Yeah, let the arms come off of your legs, shake it out. And now take a step over with your right foot, have your hand facing forward and pull across. Like I always say, like you're moving through water. So pull across. And one more, pull across. And now the next time we come across, keep it there, lift the other hand. And so this hand will stay flat, this hand comes into a fist, and isometrically like you're pulling. You're pulling a lawnmower trying to start it. But in warrior yoga terms, we're pulling the bow, right? So pull, and then one more, and pull. And then bring that hand down, bring this hand up, and we're gonna softly move. Move that shoulder area, move that arm in a fluid motion. And then bring that hand down and rest it on your leg. Bring this hand over and turn your head, look at that hand. And then release. Bring that hand down to the knee, step that foot in, that foot out. And we're going to bring that arm out, palm facing me, and come back. So push and pull back. Push. Push. And pull. Go one more and push and pull. Now bring this hand up, bring both hands together, pull, and then over, pull. Engage those biceps, pull, and over, and go one more pull. And then just leave that arm up and come around. So coming in full circles, soft movements. And when you come back over here, just stop, let that hand come down, bring this hand up, turn your head, look at that hand, and then release. Bring both hands to the legs, step in, and we're going to lift up this right foot and circle that ankle. So move around in a circle, and the other way. And then we're gonna stay on this side, keep that foot elevated, put your hand on the knee. Now move the knee in a circle. Just straight forward circles. And then go the other way, so down and around. Okay, now rest, bring that foot down. We're going to use the other hand, lift that knee and draw it toward your other knee and away. In and away. And one more in and away. Now switch, hold it with the same side hand. Come out and forward. Out and forward, and go one more out and forward, and then down. So this leg, I'm sure, feels very different from this leg. Just notice, right? Small movements and they add up. We're really moving the joints in our legs and feet. Other way. And then we'll keep that foot elevated. Put your hand now on the knee, circle the knee. And this radiates, of course, up into the hips. Around. And then go the other way, so around. And then pause. Now hold this knee with your opposite hand. Draw it in and release. In. One more, in. Now switch hands, same side hand. So abduction, adduction, ab and add. So out. And one more. And now I know you feel it in your legs. So let the feet come down, let the heels lift. Now just do easy flowing movements with the legs in and out. Right. And then ground by bringing your feet down and stepping your right foot forward. Now we're going to lift up the toes and drop them down. So up and press. Up and press. Up and press. Go one more. Up and press. Now we're going to stay on this side. Lift up. Now hinging at the hips. With an exhale, go ha. With an inhale, come back up. Let that foot drop. Exhale, lift the toes, go ha. Inhale, let your toes drop, lift, and go one more. Exhale, hinge forward, and then inhale, lift. Bring that arm down, bring that foot in, step your left foot forward, and lift the toes. Okay, so we're just dropping and lifting. Working things out first in the calf. Back and forth, just these little warm-up movements. And then the next time you come back up, keep it up. And we're hinging at the hips. This is your exhale, blow it out. Inhale, the toes relax. Exhale, lift those toes, feel the stretch in the hamstrings. Inhale, lift, and go one more. Exhale, coming forward. And we'll just lift back up again, all the way up, bring that foot in, let that arm come down. Then we're just going to go back to circling the feet just a couple times. Let's get some movement. And other side. And other way. And now let's do some of these same movements, but standing and working on our balance. All right, so come on up. Come on up and come where you're standing on the side of your chair if you need a chair. And we'll stand on this right leg, lifting this left foot and circling. So maybe bigger circles. And if you want to off and on challenge your balance, you can let go or hold on to the chair. It's good. Remember, this is your practice. So if you really want to work on your balance, this is the time to do it safely, right? Go around the other way. And then we'll bring that foot down and lift up now your right foot and just move the foot, just manipulate. And maybe a little kick back and forth. Just take the weight off of it for a few moments. Then we'll come back to standing in mountain pose. We're gonna lift up this left heel now, bring the knee out and raise either both arms or one arm, hold it. And lift this foot, we're coming in and out. Now use the arm as well, in and out. So you can try it. I don't think I could do it without holding. In and out. In and out. And go one more. In and out. Woo! So again, hold as you need to. Come on down. Now we're going to pause. Let this right leg take a break. And stay with the same kind of pose, which is a tree pose. We're coming back up. We're lifting that left heel. We're bringing the knee and the elbow out. Now bring the heel up against your calf. Okay, do not hook it on your knee, right there below. And then I want you to stop, to pause, and look at something that doesn't move as your focal point. So find a focal point, and as you're able, maybe let go of your chair. And if that doesn't work for you, keep a foot, part of your foot down, either the ball of the foot or the whole darn thing. Whatever you need to do to find balance. Okay? So just explore, right? Because the beauty is in the exploration. You know, yoga's all an experiment. We're doing things, we're moving, everybody's different, we have different bodies, we've slept differently from one day to the other, our bodies are different every day. So we come back to the mat, we practice, we check in with what our bodies can do today, and yeah, and that's what it's all about. It's just learning what the body can do, what it can't do safely, what makes us feel refreshed and energized, relaxed, whatever it is for you. All right, so here we go. We're on the same side, staying there. Step out your left foot and then turn the right foot toward the chair. So if you're not holding the chair, you're doing this. If you're holding the chair, you're putting your hand on the chair. We're coming up, both legs are up, both arms are up if you're letting go, and then we're coming into a warrior, leaning over that right knee. Inhale, get long on the side body. Exhale, come out. And one more, look up, inhale, and then exhale, ha. Now we're gonna stay here, except straighten your leg. Bring the arm down, bring the other arm up. Look at your top hand. Now look at your bottom hand. Use your top hand as if you're grabbing a ring on the ceiling and pull yourself up. And then slowly release it. Pull up and slowly release. And go one more, pull up, pull up, pull up. And then slowly release. All right, so come on back up. Come on back up, bend that knee. Now, if you have, I want you, everybody, to get close enough where your hand could be on your chair. It's probably hard for you to see my chair since it's white, but put your hand on the chair, okay? Now, bring this arm, left arm, even with your right arm. So, like straight across. Now I want you to lift your outside heel and then bring it down. Lift this outside heel. Now for those of you that really want to challenge with balance, you can walk your foot closer, walk your hand over and lift the leg. Or you could stay close and just lift the heel. Okay, so if you're coming up, those of you that want to stand on one leg, you need to move your hand away from you so that when you come up, your shoulder is even with your hand. Yes, come back down, and then we're coming all the way up. So relax this arm, it did a lot of work, and we'll come in with that leg. And we're going to move the arms back and forth. So kind of touch if you can, like your hands touching your back, the other hands touching the front. You can lift the feet if you want and rock. Or you could just swing your arms wide, whatever you like to do. It's all good, it's all movement. And breath, just don't hold your breath. That would be the bad thing. All right, and we'll come back to just standing in our mountain pose and checking in with the body. So see if you can relax your shoulders, feel your feet on the floor, take a breath, and then let it go. Soften the knees, put your hands on the tops of your legs. And then we're just going to do a little lean forward. And as you start to bend your knees more, slide down. Slide back up and inhale, come all the way up. If you want to challenge yourself with balance, you can lift your heels. Bring the arms on the sides of the legs. Come down a little with your chest. And then start to bend your knees, slide. Now come up the fronts of your legs all the way up. Take a breath. If you want to inhale and lift your heels, or just inhale. And then exhale, back down the side legs, come down, bend your knees, sit back, sit back, sit back. Come up the fronts of your legs all the way up. Inhale, maybe lift the heels. And come back down. And then just bend your knees and straighten them. Bend and straighten. You can rock a little on your feet if you want, or just keep them flat. Bend and straighten, and bend and straighten. All right. And then just come behind your chair. So come behind my chair and stand up close all the way next to the chair. Now take a big step back with both feet, heels are down. Now lift the heels and bring the feet flat. And now lift the toes and bring the feet flat. So lift the heels, I'm gonna add something, tighten the buttocks. Now bring the feet down and lift the toes. Go one more, feet are flat, lift the heels, tighten your buttocks. Feet flat again, lift the toes. Now stay in this position except drop your toes and then bend your knees. Bring your hands to the tops of your legs and I want you to straighten your legs, look down, bend your knees, sit back. Straighten your legs, look down, bend your knees, just look straight ahead. Bend the knees and go one more, straighten and bend the knees. And from here, press into your strong feet, come all the way up, reach the arms up, both hands together, go ahead and lean in quarter moon. Come back and get a quarter moon in here. Oh yeah. And then let go, open, open, open and down. And then kick it out. We'll come to the other side of the chair. Okay. So we're using holding on to the chair, not holding on to the chair. We're going to lift up your outside heel, bring that knee out, raise up this arm, maybe this arm. Okay, the knees coming in and out. You can hold or not hold. So in, out, elbow and knee. In and open. Woo! In and open. In and open. And one more. In and open. Now bring that foot down, all the way down. Bring both hands up. We're going to start from the bottom. So notice what it feels like here. Now lift up your heel. Notice what it feels like to balance here. Now walk your foot even closer in. Notice what it feels to have your heel against your ankle. And you may be like me, I'm starting to sway because as things get skinnier, it's harder to balance. And then maybe lift your foot. Find a dark spot to stare at, something that you can focus on. Don't look at me. Breathe. Whenever you need to return your foot to the floor, do it. If you want to challenge more, bring your fingertips together. Breathe. Breathe. And whenever you're ready, come on down, let the arms release and kick it out. Kind of move that leg. All right. And just, yeah, do a little bit more. All right. And we're going to step this right foot out. And we're going to turn this left foot toward the chair. Bend that knee. And bring both arms out, palms up. With an inhale, get long. With an exhale, go wow. So it's up and look out. Look up, look out. And go one more, look up, look out. Yes. Now bring your hand on this chair. Raise this arm up. Okay, if you don't want to hold the chair, you can have both arms out. Now, pull up and down. This is a little different than we did before. Pull up and down. And we'll go one more. Pull up and down. And we'll get back to triangle. Now bring your hand on the chair. Walk up just a little bit with that outside the right foot. Okay? So you come down and up, down in, up. Now lift your outside heel and bring it down. Outside heel and bring it down. Now, if you want to be, if you want to work on your balance, you could lift your foot a little and down. Play with it, lift, maybe hold, breathe, look down at your hand, breathe, and then come back down. Yes. Come all the way back up again. Now turn your right toes out to the side. Bring the right hand against your leg and you're going to slide down. Take this top hand like you're grabbing something, pull up, and then release. Pull up, and then release. And one more, pull up, and then release. And we'll come all the way back up. Let the arms come down. Step your right foot in. Both feet are forward. And then just move those arms back and forth. Breathe. Yes. And we'll come behind the chair. So pausing, coming back into Tadasana. And before we get behind the chair, just kind of bend your knees and straighten. Bend and straighten. Then you could lift your heels maybe. Lift the toes, lift the heels. Back and forth. And let's get in before we do go behind the chair, taking your hands and bringing them into fists, and then just massage into the low back on either side. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Make it feel good. Scrub those kidneys. And then we'll come behind the chair. So we're holding on, getting close, and then big step back. And once you're back there, bowing, creasing at these hips here, we're gonna rock onto the heels, lift the toes. Now bring the feet down, lift your heels, draw in the buttocks. Come back down, lift the toes. And then up, tighten the buttocks. Back. And then rock back up. Now bring your feet down. If you want, walk a little towards the chair. And then you're going to sit back. Sit back. Hands on the knees. If you need to still hold the chair, hold it. We're straightening the legs, looking down. We're bending the knees, sitting back. So straighten, look down, bend and sit back. And go one more, straighten and down and bend. Now press into your strong feet, come all the way up to mountain pose, arms down by your sides. Take a step pretty wide with both feet. Bring your heels in, toes out, and bend your knees. Now bring your elbows out, hands are forward. Go straight up. And once you're up there, if you can lift your heels, do it. If you can't, leave them on the floor. And then straight down. So shoulders need to stay over your hips. We're not leaning forward. Imagine that you're up against a wall behind you. You're sliding up and sliding down. Sliding up, if you can, lift the heels. Slide down, keeping really strong in the core. Up and and back down. Now stay here, bring the hands on the tops of the legs. Bring your left shoulder toward your right knee, sorry. Come back up and inhale. Slide back down, let the hands come on the legs, bring the right to the left. Come back up, take a breath. Slide down, we'll do one more both sides, leaning and lifting up. Slide down, last time, lean and then lift up. Beautiful. Bring the hands above the head. Just go ahead and come over. Drop that arm. Slowly lift it. Come center. Lean. Drop this arm. And then slowly lift it. Bring your hands right here at the center of the chest. Walk your feet in a little bit, but still have them wide. Heels are slightly in and bend your knees. We're going to do our moving meditation with coming up and then releasing. So take that breath. Inhale and release. And then you come over to the right and center. Follow back and center. And follow back and where we began. We'll do one more sequence going. Inhale, exhale, up and release. Now go to the right and let go with that left hand. Slide it back, go left, and go with the right. Slide and end at the center with 2 breaths. So inhale, exhale everything. Go one more inhale, and then exhale everything. And then just come back to mountain pose. So walk your feet in and then let the hands go. Yes. Wiggle the hands. Yeah. And then step wide again and just sway it out. Just sway it out. So we do yoga so we could do our lives, right? So we can do the work we love, be with the people we love. Yeah. So, okay. Come on back to seated. Come on back to the seated pose. And once you're back in your seat, go ahead and step your feet wider than your chair feet. We're going to lean over to the right and then kind of bring that right shoulder back. Lean over that right knee and then walk it over to the left and bring that left shoulder slightly back. Then just end right back up in the center. Right back up in the center. This time we're going to bring the right shoulder back, lean, let go with this left hand and bring it to the left shoulder. Open and extend. And then we'll just go back. We'll do that a couple of times. Again, inhale. Here's your breath in. And then let it go. Kind of pull in the belly. Inhale, breathe in, chest expands. Exhale, kind of pull in. And go one more. Inhale. And exhale, pull in. Beautiful. Just walk that hand, bring it over to here. We're going to step that foot just a little in. Step this left foot a little out. Bring that left shoulder back, both hands on your left leg, and drop your right hand. So let's move it. Bring that right shoulder back, breathe in, and now exhale everything out. Shh. Inhale, expand. Exhale, release. And we'll go one more, breathe. And then release. Yeah. And then we'll just bring both hands back on their corresponding knees, both feet together. We're gonna bring the arms out, bring your knees out. Now bring everything in, and when you do, round your back. And then inhale, open. Yeah, round the back, get really round. And inhale, open. And one more, round, round, round. And then inhale, open. Now we'll just do a 5-pointed star, feet down, breathe. And release the arms. We're going to do, when I breathe in, I breathe in peace. Remember, you don't have to sing it, you can say it. When I breathe out, I breathe out love. When I breathe in, and then let go, I breathe in peace. Now, when I breathe out and let it go, I breathe out love. We'll go one more. This could be your mantra today. When I breathe in, I breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I breathe out love. When I breathe in, I breathe in peace. And then when I breathe out, I breathe out love. Yeah. So go ahead, give yourself some love, wrap yourself up with your arms. So Thich Nhat Hanh, one of my favorite spiritual leaders, said, when you walk on the earth, walk like your feet are kissing the earth. Walk your feet like your feet are kissing the earth. What if we approach today in love, in the way we walk, in the way we talk to each other, in the way we treat ourselves? What could it hurt, right? What could it hurt? So try to approach yourself, your day, your people, your things that you do in love, in kindness, in tenderness. Because I think every drop adds up to a full bucket of love. Yes. And then we'll just release and bring the hands together. We're going to end with a mantra that means, may peace be with you. It's Om Shanti, Shanti. So it's an inhale, and then you go 3 times on the exhale. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So ready? Inhale. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And one more, inhale. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So may peace be with you. May peace be with you today. Namaste. Namaste. Thanks for being here.
Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.